Now our second experiment is xenon diode characteristic. Okay, now what is the aim of the experiment? Now we have to plot the VA characteristic of xenon diode. Okay, now in this one, now similar to our first experiment, that is PN junction diode characteristic. Now the procedure is same as your first experiment. Now before we go to the actual experiment, now what is the main difference between the PN junction diode and Zener diode? Now the doping levels are different compared to the PN junction diode. That means the doping levels are high in Zener diode. And what is the main application of the Zener diode is it is used as a voltage regulator when it is reversed biased. Okay. Now that means now maximum current flows now depending upon the power rating of the Zener diode. Okay. Now in this one, now compared to PN junction diode, now the main functionality of this one is it is used as a voltage regulator, what we discussed now. Now it is used as a voltage regulator when it is reversed biased. Okay. Now in this one, the voltage regulator, that is the Zener diode used is BZX 5.1 volt. That means here the 5.1 volt is nothing but the breakdown voltage. Okay. As in this one, coming to the procedure, now similarly, now similar to your first experiment, now we have to vary the input DC source from 0 to 12 volts according to the multisim. Now we don't have in the multisim, we don't have the 15 volts. Okay, maximum we are getting 12 volts. Okay, now in this one, now we have to vary the input voltage DC source from 0 to 12 volts, and we have to note down the corresponding voltage and corresponding current. Okay, across the voltage, across the Zener diode, what is the voltage, what is the current flowing through the diode. Okay, now the similarly, now we have to inverse the supply voltage, and we have to note down the reverse voltage corresponding reverse current. Now those two are noted in this tabular column: VF, IF, voltage, forward current, reverse voltage and reverse current. Okay, now in this one, now the basic application of this Zener diode is, now it can with that means now if you apply the maximum voltage, it cannot fail. That means it cannot the diode will not damage. As if you see in the PN junction diode, if you increase the voltage, the diode may damage. Okay, the PN junction diode may damage. Okay, now coming to the experiment. Now again we are doing this one in multisim. Now as already we know where we are having the components. Okay. Now first whatever the components required, now those components we have to place in the workspace. Okay. Now I want 1 kilo ohm resistor. Click on the component. Now in that one search for the resistor. Now take 1 kilo ohm resistance. Click on OK button. Now place the resistance 1 kilo ohm resistor. Next what we require? We require the Zener diode. In diodes, now the components, now you are having the diode, Zener diode. Now in Zener diode, what is the type we require now? Now BZX, now we have to search for BZX. BZX 55C5V1. 5V1 is nothing but the breakdown voltage of this one is 5.1 volt. Now depending upon the current rating, now these model levels are changed. Now you can use whatever Zener diode you require. That means now according to our circuit, now we require 5.1 voltage regulator. That means the 5.1 breakdown voltage is required. That's why I am chosen this model number. Now click on the OK button. Place it on the workspace. Now we can tilt this, right? Now just you click on this, right click. Now whatever in which direction you want, you can change that direction also. Okay. Now next what we require? Now we require the power source. Now DC power source. Okay. Place here. Next we require the measurement devices. Multimeter I am taken. One more multimeter we require. Now one is used to measure the current and another one is used to measure the voltage. Okay. Now after completion of all the components, after taking the all components, now let us give the connections. Now when you move the cursor on this component, now you will get the symbol dot symbol. That means you can give the connection. Now the current is measured in series. Voltage is measured in parallel. Okay. After giving all these connections, let us complete the in the other end of the right. Now we have to change this one, right? Now change this one into to 0 volts. Click on OK. We have to apply the ground. After giving all these connections, now let us simulate the circuit. Now we have to observe the values. What is the current? Zero volts, the current is 0 and voltage is also 0. Now that you have to note down. Again stop the simulation. Double click on this. Now change this value to 0.1. Now for 0.1 volt, what is the current and voltage? Note down these two values. Again stop the simulation. Now change the value from 0.1 to 0.2. Now run the simulation. Now what is the current and voltage? Now these two values you have to note down. Now stop the simulation. Now this you have to do. Now from similar to your first experiment, now we have to do this experiment from 0 to 1 volt. We have to do in steps of 0.1. Okay. Now 0.2 to 0.3. Okay. Simulate. Now you will get it as like this. Now like this you have to note down the values. Okay. Now stop the simulation. Now let us do for the reverse bias also. Now what I told now this one has to be reversed. Okay. Just removing this connection and removing this connection. Tilt this vertically. Okay. Give the connection. Point onwards we have to do similarly. Now in which mode the diode is connected now? The negative terminal is connected to P and positive terminal is connected to N. Okay. Now that means now that the diode is going into the reverse bias condition. What I told now. Now in this now 5.1 is nothing but the 5V1 is nothing but 5.1. The Zener breakdown voltage is nothing but 5.1 volts according to this model number. Okay. For 0 volts, now what is the current and what is the voltage when it is reversed biased? Okay. Run the simulation. Now note down these two values. Now again stop the simulation. Now change this value to 0.1. The readings. Now those readings you have to note down. Okay. Change this value to 0.1 to 0.2, and that you have to note down. Then we have to change this value. Changing this value to 0.6 volts. Now let us see what will happen. 0.5 millivolts I am getting, right? Stop the simulation. Now I am changing this value to 5 volts. Now let us see what will happen now. I changed the input voltage to 5 volts. How much I am getting here? Minus 4.9 volts, and current I am getting 31 microamps. This minus symbol indicates the reverse current, okay? We'll stop the simulation. Again I am changing this value 0.1. 4.9, and here I am getting 100. Again stop the simulation. 0.1 to 5.2, 5.0, and here I am getting 185 microamps. So drastically the current is increasing there. Just you have to observe that point. You have to observe in the voltage from 5.2 to 5.3. Now from 185 microamps to 275 microamps, drastically the current is increasing, but the voltage almost we are getting the constant. Okay, now again change this value to 4.4461 microamps and 5. Almost the voltage we are getting the constant, but current is increasing, right? Change this value to 6 volts. We are getting 942 microamps, but voltage we are getting 5.05. 5.05 is nothing but almost we are getting 5.1 volt constant there. If you vary this voltage to 7, so 5.76 and 1.9 milliamps we are getting. Means now in this case, if you change the voltage, the input voltage also, but we are not getting any change across the diode. 5.08, almost 5.1 volt we are getting the constant. For input 8 volts we are getting 5.1 volt, as approximately 5.1 volt we are getting the constant. That means if you vary the voltage, input voltage, we are not getting any change in the output voltage, that is across the diode. Now that's why this Zener diode is also used, the Zener diode is used as a voltage regulator. The regulator is nothing but the maintaining constant, right? Now this proves that now this can be used, this Zener diode is used as a voltage regulator. This is about your second experiment. Now for the second experiment, now you have to note down these values. Now similar to your first experiment, you have to plot VI characteristic when it is forward biased and also when it is reversed biased.